So today, we're making a dish from the beautiful region of La Rioja. Yes, you heard that correctly, La Rioja, the famous Spanish wine region. We're talking huevos a la riojana. This dish has so many great flavors, it's very easy to make, and it's made with the most humble ingredients. You know, it's recipes like this why Spanish egg dishes are some of the best ones in the world. Very simple ingredients, but you end up with a dish that's loaded with flavors and is truly extraordinary. Let's begin by getting our ingredients ready. I'm gonna cut 2 medium-sized potatoes, each one into small pieces that are about a 1/4 inch thick. These have already been peeled and washed. Now to make this recipe, you can use whatever potatoes you like. I'm using new potatoes, which are very similar to Yukon Gold or Golden Delight. For the next ingredient, I'm gonna grab half of a green bell pepper. I always like to cut around the bell pepper, that way there's no seeds involved. And cut the bell pepper into thin strips that are about 2 inches long. And do the exact same thing with half of a red bell pepper. Moving on, I'm gonna grab 1 large tomato and finely grate it. And for the final ingredients to prepare, we have the usual suspects here, garlic and onion. I'm gonna thinly slice half of an onion and thinly slice 3 cloves of garlic. All right, let's start cooking up our dish. I'm gonna grab a large fry pan. Important to use a larger pan here, that way all the ingredients fit in there. I'm gonna heat this with a medium to medium high heat. Now, if your stovetop uses one of those dial things that go from 0 to 10, a medium to medium high heat would be between a 6 and a 7. And add in 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Now the olive oil I'm using to make this dish is from the Georgetown Olive Oil Company. This is an extra virgin Spanish olive oil made with a Picual olive. It has such a beautiful rich flavor and it goes perfect with this dish. Link where you can get some in the description box below. After heating the olive oil for about 2 minutes, I'm going to add in the pieces of potato and get in there and mix the potatoes around. That way they're all coated in that olive oil. You don't have to mix this continuously, but do get in there about every 1 to 2 minutes. That way all the potatoes evenly fry. After about 12 to 13 minutes and the potatoes have this beautiful light golden fried color, they should be perfectly cooked. You can always pierce them with a toothpick, and if it easily goes in, they are ready to go. Using a slotted spatula, I'm going to start removing the potatoes from the pan, making sure to shake off any of the excess olive oil. Now using the same pan with the same heat, I'm going to add in the sliced onion and the sliced garlic. And start mixing these ingredients together with that olive oil. At this point, you do want to mix this continuously. That way the garlic and the onion don't burn and they all cook evenly. After about 2 minutes and the onion and garlic are developing a light golden color, I'm going to add in the strips of green and red bell pepper. And once again, continue to mix these ingredients around with that extra virgin olive oil. About 5 to 6 minutes after adding the bell peppers into the pan and they're developing a light golden fried color, you don't want to overcook them. I'm going to add in the grated tomato and 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika. And we'll give this a quick mix, that way everything's evenly mixed around, and let that tomato simmer for about 2 minutes or until it thickens up. Now traditionally when you are making huevos a la riojana, you do add Spanish chorizo to it, which is flavored by Spanish paprika. Since I don't eat meat, I omitted the chorizo and added the sweet smoked Spanish paprika in there, and in my opinion it gives this dish the exact same flavor. After about 2 minutes, you can see that grated tomato has really thickened up. I'm going to grab the fried potatoes and add them back into the pan. And season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. We'll give this a quick mix, that way all the ingredients are evenly mixed together. And we'll lower the fire to a low heat. While the vegetables are sitting in that low heat, let's make our fried eggs. I'm gonna grab a small fry pan, heat it with a medium to medium high heat, and add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Once again, this one is from the Georgetown Olive Oil Company. After about 3 minutes, that olive oil should be nice and hot, but as you can see, it's not smoking, so it hasn't lost any of its beautiful flavor. I'm gonna add in 1 egg into the pan. As you can see, I like to add my eggs into individual bowls before I add them into the pan. This ensures that no eggshells go in there and that the yolks are not broken. Now the secret to frying a perfect Spanish fried egg is just let that egg sit there for about 30 to 40 seconds. Then you want to splash some of that hot olive oil over the egg, making sure to not overcook that egg yolk. After a total cooking time of about 50 to 60 seconds, this egg should be perfectly fried, egg whites fully cooked through, and the egg yolk nice and creamy. I'm going to remove the egg from the pan and continue to fry up your eggs in this exact same method. I'm going to be using 3 for this recipe. Once all the eggs are done, I'm going to season them with a little sea salt and some black pepper. Okay, let's start assembling our dish. I'm going to grab our potatoes and vegetables, transfer them into a large dish, add the fried eggs on top of the potatoes and vegetables, making sure they're all in a single layer. And sprinkle it with some freshly chopped parsley. Our huevos a la riojana are done. Look how beautiful this turned out. So easy to put together. Let's give it a try and see how it tastes. Like I told you in the beginning, this is why Spanish egg dishes are the best in the world. Cannot wait to try this. Grab a little bit of everything here. Absolutely delicious. So good. Mind-blowing good. Very basic ingredients that you can easily find all over the world, and that sweet smoked Spanish paprika combined with that extra virgin olive oil, it is what takes it to the next level. You saw this huevos a la riojana, so easy to make. Serve it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it doesn't matter when, it's so good. And of course, serve this next to a crusty baguette to mop up all that egg yolk. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Tommy Williams and the Stewicks family. Again guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. For the rest of you, if you're not with me on Patreon, consider becoming one. It helps with ingredients and equipment to continue making videos like this. You'll find my Patreon link in the description box below and iCard above. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.